Today, I'm going to help you create content with 4 simple content strategies using your goals as inspiration. So, if you know what you want out of your content, whether it's to get more traffic, to get more followers, or to get sales, these 4 simple things are going to help you achieve the content that you want. Hi, my name is Kayla, and I help content creators create better content for better results. So, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to get my latest uploads every week. Let's get started on the 4 simple content ideas for reaching your growth goals. Do you ever feel like you're just creating content because you have to? If you do, it's time to change that. What would it feel like if every single piece of content that you created had a clear purpose for your business? Setting your content goals and identifying your intentions for your content is the first key step to effective content planning. And I'm going to give you the 4 types of goals that you can use to identify your best types of content. One of the first content goals that we commonly see is going to be to grow your traffic, subscribers, and sales steadily over time. That's something we all want, and I'm sure you want it too. For this goal, you're going to use Evergreen content. And Evergreen content provides lasting value not only for your audience, but for your business as well, because it helps you and achieve steady growth over time. Some ideas for evergreen content include educational content, like if you were to create a post, whether it's a blog post or an Instagram reel, about the 5 strategies for improving your productivity, if that happens to be your niche. But it could also be inspirational content, where you share a story about how you turned a specific pain point, struggle, or topic into a result of some kind. And the goal of evergreen content is that it's always relevant to what you do. So if you are a coach or have an online course or sell digital products, evergreen content is going to come from those products, those services, and come from your experience. They're going to come from things that don't change, or at least don't change very often. They remain relevant, and you can always talk about those topics, expand upon those topics, and they become a very valuable resource for you over time because you'll consistently be talking about them and can consistently share, reshare, and mention those topics over time. And that becomes your first content pillar and where you'll get inspiration for your content ideas. You could also use this pillar for how-tos, creating guides, step-by-steps, and comprehensive guides like an ultimate guide on a particular topic related to your product and what you do to help people. So these are going to be your evergreen content ideas based on that very first goal, if you'll remember, is to steadily grow traffic, subscribers, and sales over time. And that's because you can use these kinds of topics very easily on platforms like YouTube or a blog and places that are searchable. So you can grow an audience over time steadily on those platforms. But you'll notice the example that I'm sharing is animated Reels templates for this topic of evergreen content. So if I had a list of 5 strategies for improving your productivity, I don't just have to post that on my blog for an evergreen blog post. I could use that on my Instagram Reels. So that not only becomes a relevant content idea that I can use and reuse, I can also repurpose content from other platforms using this content pillar. The second content goal that you'll build your content ideas around is building awareness and trust in your business. This is where you're going to create content that gets you noticed by your ideal audience. For this goal, you're going to use core messages. So what core messages are they help you reinforce your brand and who you are as a business owner and what you believe in to build connections with the right audience. So some of your ideas might include motivational or inspirational content, like why I started my business, or it might include beliefs and opinions, like this is my take on a particular topic and why it matters for your goal. It might also include the 10 mistakes you'd never make again, or how I achieved a specific goal without this alternative method that people often think is necessary. Those are the types of things that are going to become a core part of your business and why people follow you and listen to you, because they trust you, they believe in your message, they like the way you do things, and they won't know any of that if you don't share it. So these are going to become your core messages, which are a pillar in your content strategy. Some other content ideas might include 10 things you'd stop doing if you wanted to reach a certain goal, or my 10 key steps for a process. I like the idea of using simple lists and charts to explain a process step by step, because it's easy to read, easy to digest, but the information is super impactful. So I've given an example of these value and list Canva templates that you could use for this type of content. The third content goal that's going to inform your content ideas is simplifying content creation. So if you're here because you want to simplify content creation, these ideas can't get any easier, because to simplify content creation, we're not going to reinvent content. We're not going to come up with new ideas. We're going to look at our older content to inform the new content that we're going to create and or repurpose that older content. And it's not just any older content. It's going to be our most valuable, most popular stuff. So that's your content goal, is to simplify content. And in order to do that, we're going to reuse our most popular stuff. For this goal, you'll use popular posts, things that you've posted before that got a lot of engagement, a lot of clicks, maybe a lot of traffic, or a lot of feedback like comments. Popular posts are about getting great engagement without sacrificing the quality. So sometimes when we try new ideas or we're hopping on a viral trend, we tend to let go of a few things and focus more on trying this new idea than really following through on the strategy and the goal, which is to increase engagement or whatever it happens to be. Maybe it's make more sales. So what better way to reach a goal than to look at past content that did the best at helping you reach a goal in the past. And that could be any content from a YouTube video that you created, a blog post, or an Instagram post. So for example, you could turn a past Instagram text graphic into a simple reel by taking the same text that you put on a graphic or some kind of template that you previously used that wasn't a video, and turn it into an animated reel in Canva, or talk to the camera using the same topics and information, but expanding upon it. Or like this example I'm showing you, turning a blog post into a carousel for Instagram. So that's taking the bullet points or the key messages out of a previous blog post that maybe got a lot of comments, or maybe it's getting a lot of clicks on Pinterest, and you repurpose that idea onto something like an Instagram carousel. And you take what's been working on one platform and you transform it into something that could work to reach your goals on a new platform. Or it could be as simple as creating a YouTube video tutorial from a past blog post, or converting a YouTube video into a simple list of steps for a Instagram graphic or an Instagram story. So it's all based on going back to your insights, your analytics, and things that you can look at with real data on the platforms that you do post to. Look for the things that perform the best and just repurpose it into a new form of content. The fourth goal for your content and informing your content ideas is a goal to try new trends or try some new ideas. For this goal, you're going to use new ideas or trending topics or viral trends like this meme that has been seen a lot. So of course you can use new ideas to talk about a new product. This would be something you've never talked about before, so that would qualify as a new idea or some kind of new content. So you could do it behind the scenes or give a sneak peek, but then it covers things as far and wide as memes and trending topics. So for instance, like this one is about when you find someone who loves planning as much as you, or loves their planner as much as you. But it could also be about how a specific trend is changing the way that your industry works. Like social media was completely changed when the pandemic came, and social media was completely changed when Reels came along and when TikTok became more popular. So besides all of your evergreen content and the things that come from your core messaging and your past popular posts that you can repurpose into new posts, you will want to talk about new trends or new ideas. And that's going to come up naturally within most industries. So naturally, that's going to be one of your pillars, or your last pillar. So you'll use it from everything from holidays or special events that you have gone to, like the 10 things you need to know about a current event or a current topic or industry trend, and maybe even share a new tool that has just launched that you've never used before, but you really are enjoying it. Or maybe there's a new feature in an existing tool that you talk about a lot in your content. Now that you have your content goals turned into actual content ideas and pillars for your content, you can start creating your own content planner and content playbook where you can organize your content plan and start creating content a lot faster. And the way that you can do that is with a simple spreadsheet where you list out what your content pillars are, which we just covered, and come up with content ideas underneath each one of those. The good news is I've included it free right below so that you can start organizing your pillars and your contents and your entire process. And it's all covered here on this spreadsheet. And when you download it free below, it comes with a tutorial. So make sure that you grab it. And if you're ready to organize your content and make your content plan efficient, now is the time to join the Ivory Mix membership, where we include everything from Canva templates to caption templates to your blog posts and emails, all planned for you on a month-to-month basis, including digital products you can resell. This is our recent content kit, which includes everything from captions to blog posts, like I said, Canva templates, and even exclusively made Ivory Mix stock photos, which is one of our specialties. It includes all of that content planned for you on each of these sheets, as well as a content playbook, much like you just saw. And so if you go into, for example, the Instagram stories plan, it has a table of contents to an example Instagram story plan with everything lined out for you. It's completely customizable for a flexible plan. So if you wanted to move this to a different day, you would simply move it by cutting it and pasting it into a different day. If you wanted to use this 2 months from now and not this month, it's completely customizable. And when you click on one of the templates, it takes you down to that template where you have the reminder here, and then it opens up to not only what to post for this reminder, you can schedule it on which date and mark whether or not you've posted it, and it's got a link to the content. Or if you wanted to post this story about here's your weekly recap and add a link to something that you wanted to share, whether it's a recent blog post or something that you worked on this week or a sneak peek or a wait list to something, you can link to it in your stories. And these links just go straight to all of your templates. So it would start here, and all of your story templates for the month are listed here and linked to on that particular page. But like I said, there are many content plans in here, so you can customize and be flexible about it. So if you only wanted the captions and the reels and you didn't want to use the Pinterest and the blog post plan, you wouldn't have to. But you would have a lot more time on your hands, so you could reach new audience and post on new platforms with this much content created for you. So there you have it. Now that you've learned everything that you can in this video and are ready to move on to the next step, I've put together this free resource for you right below this video where you can grab it now and get started.